News X. Shifting focus back to the aftermath of the terror attack at Bondi Beach in Australia, we're now learning that the New South Wales Premier, Chris Minns, will recall Parliament during the week of Christmas to tighten gun laws as the state grapples with the fallout of the terrorist attack on the Jewish community. MPs have been told that the Parliament would return next week to deal with a bill, but there remained scant details about the contents of the legislation. Joining us on the broadcast is my colleague Aditya Padhavan with more on this. Aditya, when we are looking at this aftermath of this entire terror attack that took place in Australia, we are looking at stricter gun laws, and now we are getting to know details that the Parliament might reconvene during the Christmas week in order to make sure that there is a legislation in place.
Definitely, Shivani, to see, now New South Wales Premier Chris Minns will recall Parliament during the week of Christmas to tighten gun laws as the state grapples with the fallout of the terrorist attack on the Jewish community. MPs have been told Parliament would return on Monday and Tuesday next week to deal with the bill, but there remain scant details about the contents of the legislation. The lower house will sit on Monday, while the upper house will sit both days. The condolence motion would be read in Parliament on Monday, while the substance of the legislation would be dealt with on Tuesday. So, the gun laws now, this gun menace is a serious problem. Even in the United States, Australia, and several other European countries, indeed now it needs to be seen how these, are there any gun laws made, to tackle this growing incidents of shootings we have seen across the globe. So indeed, from here on, it needs to be seen how things unfold going forward in this scenario. Shivani.
Aditya, I'll request you to please stay on with us as we'll require your inputs on this other story that we're tracking, marking the third night of the Jewish Festival of Lights. US President Donald Trump hosted a Hanukkah reception at the White House. In the light of a terrorist attack at Sydney's Bondi Beach, the president underscored his support for Israel and Jewish Americans. He said, and I quote, "I will always be a friend and a champion to the Jewish people. The strongest lobby was the Jewish lobby." Let's in fact listen into what he has said.
I will always be a friend and a champion to the Jewish people. I have been. And I will say, if you go back 10, 12, 15 years ago at the most, the strongest lobby in Washington was the Jewish lobby. It was Israel. That's no longer true. You have to be very careful. You have a Congress in particular, which is...
All right, so we can hear that this is the President of United States, Donald Trump, actually coming forward and stating that he is